Hello guys, welcome to a new video, and today I'm going over every single add-on for the Singularity. Now, he came out less than a week ago, so this tier list isn't going to be so accurate, I think, because he's been out for so little time. But this is a rough mock tier list, where I personally think his, what's the word for it? Placement on, or his add-ons are going to be. This is roughly where they're going to be because fundamentally you can't change how they are now, and they are, some are bad, some are useless, and some are very strong. None of them are OP or better to not to use. He has no meme add-ons, so let's get right into it. Um, Explain these tiers. S tier is like Compound 33. F tier is like Padded Jaws. Mediocre is like something in between that, which is not too powerful, not too weak, and gives you value but not too crazy. That's basically what each tier is going to be. Starting off with the Nutritional Slurry, which is a mediocre add-on. It gives you 2 extra biopods. If you place them out at the start of the game, and then you're going to chase, you're using them in chase, you will realize pretty fast that you will recycle through them, and this recycling will definitely remove some of them from the map, but this add-on will kind of reduce that as much as possible, so I don't think it's that crazy of an add-on. It definitely gives you value, but doesn't give you too much value. You know what I'm saying? Next, we have Heavy Water. Heavy Water is a useless add-on. It reduces the ore rating you get from survivors. Their ore, they can't really see EMP boxes. Now, let me explain why this is bad. EMP boxes, or I think it's called like cell supply boxes, or whatever they're called. Um, there's 4, I think, after the hotfix. So this killer has 4 of them. The thing is, though, is that those 4 are very easy to remember. Oh, it's by stairs in Midwich. Oh, it's by this building. So fundamentally, this does not give you much value. If a survivor goes around the whole map once, they understand where each place is. And guess what? They'll get to, like, 8 meters is not very strong. I believe they have like a 60 meter. They see from 60 meters. Now it's down 8 meters at this. It's not that strong. It's borderline useless. It is not good at all. Moving on to the glove. The glove is a strong add-on. Baseball glove gives you extra overclock, 25% more, and it will give you a lot of value during chase. Let me explain to you certain mechanic. If you didn't know about Singularity, shout out Minskool, who I watched his video on it. Um, this feature is basically every person you have slipstream will give you an extra second on your overclock. So let's say you have 2 people, that's 2 extra seconds. And 1 person, you need to have 1 person because that's you can't use your teleport to them and overclock without having a person slipstream. So it's always, I think, 5 seconds to 8 seconds. So 8 seconds, and it will get that 8 seconds, and it will add 25% onto it, which will be 10 seconds. This add-on gives you lots of value, and I think is it very strong and impressive? Not quite, but is it strong? Yes, I would say it's a strong add-on, and we have a good spread right now. I like it. We're not gonna have a good spread in a minute because these add-ons get pretty bad, but overall, I think it's aight. So then we have the reboot. I think it's security key. It's called the broken security key. This will make EMPs reboot faster, 15% faster, and that's bad. That's bad because 15% out of like it's like 40 fucking seconds or something like that. It's really bad. Um, it's just not good. If this was 25%, this would be much more bearable to run. I would consider running it, but this is not good. Like, I played with this many times, expecting it to give me more map control, make EMPs more, like, make people use EMPs more, but it just doesn't give that effect. It's just very useless. This is why this tier is bracketed with useless. That's why, exactly why. Okay, moving on to the yellows, my least favorite. But you know what? We have some bangers in here. One banger specifically. This is not the first banger. This is a sound add-on. This one gives you sound to all your biopods. Once you place them down, or half a second after you place them down. So place them down, you can hear through them now, which is good if he had map control. If he had map control, you could hear someone on a gen, hop on that, and just fuck them up. But guess what? You can't because EMPs exist. So it's good to know they're on the gen, but like you don't really gain extra value from this add-on. It's a very useless add-on. You have the hold on, let me put. I'm not. This is not its final grade. I'm just checking real quick. Hold on. The dynastic tool. That's what it's called. Dynastic tool. This is the construction version. There's two. There's this one, and then there's the purple one, which is looks like this. Very similar but different. The diagnostic tool, the construction version specifically, is a strong add-on, not very strong. It will give you value in the sense that you will mangle people when you turn in overclock. You hit somebody, they are mangled. It is good. I personally would rather run the baseball glove because the baseball glove gives me more time on it, and it will definitely it's definitely I think his most safe add-on. The first time I saw it, I thought it was yeah, this is a very good add-on. Not like very strong, but good. It gives you value. It's not it's not like being getting people mangled is like the most safe effect you can do. It's good. It's not crazy though. And overall, it definitely has a very solid spot in this B tier. Next, we have the crowd gel, which is bad. It's not useless though. It's very it's close to useless. I would say that it's mediocre though. I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one that increases the what do you call it? The slipstream trans. I think what's the word for it? They have a word for it. The slipstream temporal slipstream between survivors by 25%. So it spreads faster, which is good, but fundamentally that spread time is fucked over because it's like they're not like you're gonna get that, but then they're gonna EMP and get rid of it both like at the same time. So it's not that useful unless you're let's say you hit somebody, you chase, they're running with next to another survivor. This spreads to them, and then they have to go get an EMP, get rid of it, and you chase that guy down him. And guess what? By the time that guy gets an EMP, you get down that survivor. So it can buy you time. I understand that. So it's not in completely useless here. That's why it's in mediocre. So it's very close though. Next we have cremated remains, which when you're close to a um biopod, no, sorry, my bad. When you're close to a biopod, it gives you blindness when you're a survivor, which is it's decent. It's decent in the sense that if blindness was more important, it would be good, but it isn't. It maybe oblivious would be better, but it overall doesn't give you that much needed. Like blindness is kind of useless because if you're close to a biopod and you're blind, like this is good in certain cases. Let's say there is a object of obsession you're chasing. Very rare, I know. And every like I think 30 seconds, they get their bullshit. You have a biopod nearby, so guess what? They're blind, and you can see them. They can't see you. Or let's say they have a key. They try to see you. They can't see you. They stop fucking using their key. So this add-on overall is useless. It's not good at all. Android arm increases the range of range that the slipstream spreads between survivors by 2 meters. This is bad. You can get some value from this if let's say I think it's better than the CryoGel though. It's very bad, but it has some value to it. If someone's running and they're close to the survivor, not too close, they're kind of or like a little bit spread out, they can still get hit with it, which is why this add-on is in mediocre. C-tier add-on, not too crazy. Next, we have the greens, the rares. Excuse me, sorry. We have the spent oxygen tank, which is actually I think a lot of people thought this was good. It's not quite good. It's like it's almost good. It gives them exhaustion every time you hit them with when they get slipstreamed for the first time. Or not first time, but when they get slipstreamed, they get 6 seconds of exhaustion. So they can't use their exhaustion first as soon as they get slipstreamed, which is good. But fundamentally, if they have an EMP on them, they get rid of the EMP, or they get rid of the slipstream, and then after that, they just like drop a ballot. They wait a second, they get their sprint perks back, or life back, or whatever exhaustion perk they're running, and then guess what? They're gone. Now, this is good against Dead Hard, and I think that's kind of it, because if you're walking with Dead Hard, let's say you're trying to get your Dead Hard back, you're walking around for a bit, and you go into the kill, like, that's not gonna be that viable of a strat. You can't try to bait out Dead Hard that much. Like not like that. Because they obviously see you trying to get their exhaustion back. So it's like, dude, smart killers will not fail to that. And then we have live wires. This is one of his. I think this is. I would put these two ahead. Live wires give you the effect of seeing people. They scream like infectious fright, for example. They give you that same effect every time they use the EMP. So they use the EMP. They get a thing off them. Guess what? They scream and interrupt what they're doing. This is decent with DMS. This is decent. I've used it. It's not that impressive. But is it a good information add-on? It is. I get a lot of value from this every game I run it. So personally, would I recommend it? It's strong, but is it overpowered? No, not even close. Next, we have the hyper awareness spray, which does. Oh, it's this one. So this one, hyper awareness spray is. Let's put it right there. It is useless. Actually, I think it's right there. It gives you the effect of when you're within, when you get slipstreamed, and you basically hear the terror radius. Like, let's say you were just outside of it, or like just inside of it, and this gives you the effect of making like stars think, oh, is he near me or is he not near me? And overall, it's not that good. It's not good against good. Like, good survivors don't care. They do not care at all. Because they'll just say, hey, I'll fuck you up anyways. I'll just chase anyways. I don't care. Because survivors don't care about being oblivious, injured. Mangled is like the one good status effect against exposed to. Like, there's very few status effects that are good against good survivors. Blindness, useless. Because they can see where the hook is. Or they just don't use your map while they're blind. Like, there's so many like add-ons like this next one in hyper awareness. They're just useless. Where they give you effects like this hologram generator, which makes people blinded when they're within, or when not blinded, oblivious. Sorry, when they are hit with a bipod and teleported to. So they get teleported to via the bipod, and the kill was on them. They're oblivious for 6 seconds. So guess what? You're in a chase. Oblivious in a chase, if you don't know, is bad. It's not good. Let's say they break chase, right? They might think, oh shit, he's gone, and then get a free hit. That's like the one good upside to this add-on. It's not that good. Okay, moving on to the last very rare, or not very rare, the thorn plant fibers. Now this one basically says the penalty when you get hit with a pallet in overclock is reduced by 20%. And this is good in two circumstances. One, they drop pallets and they don't move. That's useless. Then that's because you get hit anyways. Doesn't matter. It's good in a situation where they drop pallet on you, or if they don't pre-drop it, they drop pallet on you though, and they get it away from you. So you're not quite within the range to hit them right after the pallet drops on you, but you're just within range. You're within range to have the pallet get hit with base kit Spirit Fairy. So is it too good? No, it's like I would say probably like fucking down there. It's fucking useless because personally, if the guy drops pallet on you, you're smacking them. You're smacking them through it. It does not matter at all. So yeah. Okay, moving on to these Eries and very rares. We first have the Nano Machine Gel, which is worse than the yellow because the yellow gives you mangled, and when someone's broken, guess what? They're broken. They can't heal. So let's say you overclock to them. Also, you have to overclock to them and hit them to be broken. First of all, that's first things first. And this one this is worse than the mangled one, but not quite bad. This is a decent, strong add-on. When you hit somebody with your overclock, they get broken. And then let's say you go for a down. So you down them, hook them. Their broken's almost gone by that point, by the way. Because fundamentally, if they got broken when they go in chase, they got hooked. 60 seconds on the hook? Probably not. Probably around 20 to 30 seconds on the hook, on average, I would say. So they have around like 5-10 seconds of actually being broken and can't heal. Or you could also do this, which is terrible. Hit them, overclock them, hit them, and then leave them. Maybe if you're in a chase with a survivor, maybe it spreads to them. Maybe let's say you're running Machine Gel and the Android arm. You will get the effect of, hey, I may be able to hit a survivor with this, make them broken, and then switch back on my main target and down them. That's okay if, let's say, it's an okay strat. But my issue with the strat is that the strategy is flawed. If they're broken and you're not chasing them, they don't need to heal. They can just go do gen. So it's not a good, it's not good at all in my opinion. It's a subsidiary to this fucking mangled one that makes people mangled. You hit them mangled, guess what? They have to heal. They have to heal longer, and that will be no matter what. They have to heal do that no matter what. If they're fucking after their hook, no, they have to do it no matter what. It's a longer heal, and that's why I like it more. It's more reliable. And you can have good plays with the machine jaw. I get it, but like this is more reliable. That's why it's so safe. It's a strong add-on. Okay, now we have the next diagnostic tool, the construction version, which makes it where when you pick up an EMP, they see your aura for 6 seconds, and that's very strong. In the sense that, let's say, someone's across the map, they pick up an EMP, I know where they are. I know they're heading this way. I can decide, oh wait, I have my biopod over there. My biopod over there, they'll go down. Okay, I'll just walk over there and smack them. Like, it's simple as that. Simple information add-on, very useful. Okay, now we have the denied requisition form, which makes everybody at the start of the game infected with your slipstream, and then the EMPs will take 30 seconds longer to generate. So, if you don't know, 90 seconds for EMPs to generate. So, that's 90 plus 30 is 120. That's about corrupt intervention. And then also, everyone starts with it. So, you're getting a lot of value from this one add-on, if I'm being honest. This is a very good add-on that will help you start out games better. Definitely. And it isn't good per combo with the or not good per combo with corrupt intervention, that's what I'm gonna say. Okay, last very rare is the I think this is the crew manifest. Crew manifest makes it when you hit somebody with your biopod thingy, you not teleport to them, but hit them with it, they're substreamed. They will, or when they get infected by another survivor, so this has good use with the Android arm or cryogel. And also, it has another. I'm going to talk about the side effect first. Side effect has its Android arm basically in the crew manifest. So when I'm close to survivor, it's increased by 2 meters. So if you're an Android arm with this, you get actually a plus 4 meter on that infection range, which is decent. And basically, when you run this add-on, you get 8 seconds of aura rating when they get hit with this. Okay, which is huge. You could hit them with it, and then guess what? You can mind game them all day, bro. It is so easy. It's so easy to play with this add-on. It's very good, and I personally think this is the best one. The deny requisition form. Sorry for my pronunciation. Holy shit. Then the crew manifest, and then the EMP one, the diagnostic tool, the one that lets you see people pick up EMPs. These are his 3 best add-ons in my opinion. And then the iridescence, this one, the iridescent crystal shard, gives you killer instinct when you freshly place down a biopod. 6 meters around it, and for 6 seconds of it being spawned in, you get this aura rating, which is decent and like you can mind game better, but overall, is it that good? Not quite. Can you get value out of it? I've seen that people get value out of it, and it is not terrible. It is not terrible at all. People can't really it's overall, is it good? I doubt it. But is it an add-on you can use? Sure. It will give you value in Chase. I've seen value. But I wouldn't run it personally. With the Soma Picture now. Soma Picture, a lot of people are underrating this one. This one reduces your overclock by 50%, but gives you 5% haste. So you're able to run this with the baseball glove, and you have extreme synergy, 25% reduction of your overclock, and 5% haste. This will give you such a good fucking chase power that like you're able to just to do it, get hit. Bam, teleport again, get hit. Like this will help you end chases way better. If you do not believe me, run this with the glove and see how you feel. Now, obviously, this combo right here is not that good because you can't run the three best add-ons from, but you can run a very good chase power, which is why I think this is like if you're telling me, hey, what's his best add-on? If you're just trying to like have a build that will just be like, hey, this is the build that wants to like it can go on any like this add-on can go in any play style. This is the winner right here. This is an add-on that gives you value in the like in every play style you want with the skiller. So I think this is my favorite one, first versatile one, and then these are the three best. Okay, besides that, no OP add-ons, no bad, like terrible to use add-ons that'll actually hurt you, no F tier. A lot of in between. I think this killer has more bad add-ons than good add-ons, but overall, it's up to you guys in the comments below to decide. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. It's been fun making this video.